I used to be a sailor. I sailed across the sea. But now I'm just an island. Oh, they took my boat away from me. Oh no. I don't like being stationary. Oh no. I like the rocky, wavy motions of the sea. I sit and rot behind these petty walls, hoping one day they fall and set me free. Set me free, set me free, set me free. Set me free, set me free, set me free. Woo! She went running wildly. Finally, after all, she did the sprint. The heels of her soles were the last of her seen round these parts. And let folks with small minds tell it, she flew off on the broom she was sweeping with. The dust outside, what would just blow back in. The folding and mending, what would be unfolded and need tending again. She felt like a spinning top. Life has too many circles. It was a sad day, the day they discovered the world was round. Folks just lost all hope. She's been heard to say. It wasn't the smallness of the house what had her boxed in. It was the smallness of the time. Woo! She ran off. Now let folks with closed minds tell it. She did for no particular reason. That old gal would live over here when Alzheimer's would tell you 'twas accumulation of things. A whole lifetime of trials will put the fire in her feet. Now don't you believe folks would roll their tongue like they do their eyes. She fed them babies before she left. 'Twas them children would witness the apron still standing there holding the broom, but didn't even know she was gone. She'd have surely been burned at Salem. Well, with the typewriter she was typing on at the office where she worked, long after she had crossed the city limits, it was still a packing and the carriage still hadn't gone. Ding! Woo! But didn't she dash? He said her husband that if she was a carrying the football from the game he was watching when she came a streaking by, he wouldn't have lost that bet. Now if you listen to folks who had never thought about biting the hand with throwing the slop, you wouldn't understand how a gal her age and with her learning would harbor no fear of the unknown, but could be terrified and immobilized by the familiar. They say even though she set the Bible on fire, she prayed for the last time before she left. And the hymn she was singing is still being carried on the wind. She let out a shout as she broke the horizon. Now folks with a mainstream mentality, you know, them with an enslaved mind, wouldn't comprehend why a young wife and mother in a tract home in a 2-car garage would get to steppin' with no intention of a coming back. Why she wanna go someplace where they see the Virgin in her face, where there's no more clocks or clearance sales, no more PTA. Now there's been enough sightings. Some say she's been seen in the unsavory parts of large cities. Some say she languishes in the arms of a tall, dark stranger. Many believe we may never know. It ain't so important where she went. What matters most is here was an honest woman, and considering her choices, she chose to go.